drop mind of their own and they jump and you'll never find it. So how do I know this? So I'm going to go over what's in your kit. You should have let me put my little screw back because I'll lose it. There you go. You should have a small plastic bag, and in it should be a hoop like this with a small disc, which is where your fabric is going to cover this disc, okay? And then this disc, the larger one, will go on the back so that you don't see the back of your embroidery design, okay? And then you'll make, you can use a ribbon, and you can lay your ribbon in between here. I'm kind of going backwards, but just to give you an overall view of how this is, you'll put your one of the screws onto your, what do you call these? A nut onto your screw it through, and then put the other nut on it and tighten it down. Okay. And then you can, pull this up and you got an ornament. Okay. Yeah. We got these online, and you can get them, I think, in smaller quantities. But they're on, we went on Amazon. If you Google on Amazon or anywhere, mini embroidery hoops, and this will come up.
And they were about $12.50 for 24.
Yeah, and you may not need that many, but Okay, so let's go over what's in your kit. You have 2 pieces of 5-inch organdy. I did one when I made this ornament, and after I put it together, I could see through the organdy to the back of my backing, my little disc, and I didn't care for that. So I thought, well, maybe with 2, it will do a better job. So this is the one I did. This is a freehand snowflake. So if you look at it, it's not perfect, but it is a snowflake. Okay.
Snowflake is.
So you will do your design, and when you're done, it will, hold on. I'll put my little backing right here, and you can draw with, I have a pencil. You can draw right around that. It's a chalk. I think I got this in the quilting supply, and you can draw around there. And of course, you better do a better job than I did about centering your design. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle and thread, and once your design is finished, you're going to do a running stitch all around that, about a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, something like that, all the way around. And then you're going to pull it up. So I already have my already stitched, and so I'm going to pull it up. And when you pull it, it will kind of make like a dimple like that. Okay. So then slip your disc in here. Get this out of the way. Slip your disc in here and center your disc around it. It's very much, when you're putting this together, it's, if you've ever done covered buttons, it's very much like that. So now I've got it pretty much centered. Okay. And I'm just going to pull this up around it and hopefully get it all in here. So I'm sorry online if you can't see it very well. And I would double your thread. So do a 2 doubles. Mini embroidery. John's having a hard time hearing. So I'm going to gather it up. So now for the ladies here, it's gathered, and I've just got it gathered like that, just pulling it together. And I think in my directions that I sent out, I said to trim this off. Well, obviously you're going to have to trim. There's a lot of bulk there. So, but what you want to do first is take your thread, and I'm just wrapping it around and pulling it tight. So you see, like that. And you can knot it off by just going through the fabric in a couple places and go around it and make sure that it's secure and taut around your disc. Okay, and then knot it off. Pull that through. Okay, so scissors, trim that off. Now I've got this big old bundle here, and I'm just going to sit it in here just to see and pinch the top and go, well, I could have probably centered it a little better. And, you know, you could undo it. I would try it before you secured it down. Okay. And now that it's done, I'm just going to snip off this top part there. So when I put this back on, I think it's going, and I have the screw in, I think it will fill up that space in between. And here's why you're going to need those little clips. Where are my clips? Because you want to hold it down. Now, this is, and that will kind of go around here like that. There. So it goes, oh, that one didn't catch it. Might have to trim a little more off. Let me smash it down. Let me also show you this one. This one, no, it was this one. This one, I did this way. I did it by the directions that I wrote you, where you're taking it, drawing the 2 circles that you're going to do your running stitch, and it's already been trimmed out. And then I took it and I stitched it from here and over like that. I kind of think this is faster and easier if you can thin out that bulk so that this goes into your hoop a little easier. It's going in. I may just not have had it up far enough. There. That's looking better. See that? So that's going better. And once I put the screw in, just to hold it, with my screws. Now, this is the tricky part. I'm going to move that over a little. You need a small screwdriver. And I happen to have those eyeglass screwdrivers. So I don't know if they can see this online. I'm putting on my one screw here. Oh, wait, I can't do that yet. No, I do. I have to put this all the way on so that this will hold and I can put it through the hoop. So I can line this up, put this through here, and then I can adjust it. Get the other screw. And this is the part where you can drop these little babies because this is really tiny. Don't drop the baby. Oh, I dropped the baby. All right, let's see here. Come on now. We're on camera. Let's go. Oh. This might be a two-person deal. There we go. No exacto knives are in this. This is fun. It keeps falling off. All right, go on there. And just catch a couple threads. It's fussy. There we go. Yep. I might have used tweezers at home. Oh, I got it going now. She ain't falling off now. Okay. So that's going to hold it there. And I would feel it that you're flush with the outside of this hoop. Okay. And then we're going to put a little bit of glue. Now I have all kinds of glue up here, but I used this one because it worked. And I just put a little bit along the edge here, and I thought, you know what? I may change my mind. I may want to change this out. I got another hoop because we only have one hoop. But I would put the glue on both the wood. What? Oh, I'm tired of it, you know. Or I did it in old fashioned. Yeah, I definitely think that this knot, what did I do with my scissors here? This has to be trimmed down a little bit more. Okay. Stop here. That worked much better. Yeah, I know that you can't see it really, but it's feeling like it's in there better. So now I'm going to put some real, just to get some real glue here. Hopefully this glue isn't, oh, this is the glue I like. And I'm just going to put it on. I won't need this. You really only need a little dab, but I think this thing is stuck in here. It's supposed to be, oh, that's the needle. Never mind.
You fix it.
I just put a little bit on here like this. Can y'all see that? Okay. And remember, this dries clear, so you can really lay it on there. Now, it's like a sandwich. You just put it together and put your clips on here, and I'll have to let that. Now I could wipe this excess off. I think I picked up my thread. Whoops, it's popping out over here. Get back in. All right. So I just wiped it off with my thickness. It's fine. I think I might need a couple more. These, because I want to make sure it's all squished in there like a good sandwich. Okay. So now, where is my ribbon? You might have to, if you do the twisted cording with the spinster, if you haven't done it before and you brought floss, then you might have to put that in before you put the screw in, because it's a little thicker. It depends on your spinster stuff. So I have some that's thinner and I have some that's thicker. And it was just a matter of how many pieces of floss I put in when I spun it to make it twisted. So, but because it's black with a white snowflake, I'm going to put this iridescent ribbon on it and call it done.
Would you ever consider using some glue to put in the stitched part, just so it would stay, to stabilize it?
I don't know that it needs that. Is that Carrie?
Yes.
Carrie, I don't know that that when you're stitching it, if you need that. I mean, when I did the running stitch and then just pulled it up.
No, I mean when you're actually putting it into the hoop. I put a little bit around part of the hoop, so that when you put
that,
the finished piece in, it would stick.
You could do that, but this is pretty in there, pretty tight. Let me know if you know, and if your backing is holding that front piece in.
Mm-hmm.
So but that's, you know, I think I know what you're talking about now. When you want to center your design, because mine, as you see, didn't get centered very well. See that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could have come up a little more over here where that clip is. Putting a little piece of glue in the center and then finding the center of your design and then poking it right there, that would probably be a good idea. Then that way it's not going to slip around on your wed, on your little disc.
Mm-hmm.
But this is this one I had we did a program years ago, and I'm sure some of you remember that. With the little, we were practicing cast on flowers, and the program gave you the little flower pot and you put it on your fabric, and I just kept it because I'm a hoarder. AA, anonymous hoarders. But I liked it, so I didn't want to throw it away. I thought, well, someday I might put it on a pocket or something like that. I might, you know. Well, I came across it while I was hunting for all this stuff to say what you might need. And sure enough, I said, there we go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this into a little hoop. And so I did. So that one's for me. So any other questions? You could do any kind of design. And for you ladies, I sent out the platform so that you can print these out in the email. I think there was like 3 emails I sent out. So if you still need it, you can send me a info that you still need it. But it should have been. Anybody else have any questions? Okay, happy stitching.
Thank you.
Thank you much.
I'm gonna find, and if you need a screwdriver, I've got some right here. I used a 1.2 millimeter. I think that's a millimeter. Yeah. In order to get this little tiny screw in here. But I really think you might need, I don't know, tweezers to hold it tight. Pretty tight. Pretty good. So I'm going to put my backing on this one.
So Joyce, you say with the square of ornamenta you gave us that if we put the circles on just right, we have enough to get 2 circles out of it, like for 2 different.
I have extra, so if you want some more, you're welcome. We have extra that I brought with me. I can give you a piece. You can make several. You know, you could do it now. Who was Barbara? Oh, Barbara had this she put up here for anybody that wants it.
Yeah, but it's 2.
So this one is 2.5 inches. But for an ornament, that's good size too.
Does anyone happen to have a white chalk, a marker that will show up on this?
I have the yellow and the white.
Okay, thank you.
I found that the white brushed off and the yellow worked better, but you can try either one.
What I want to do is, because this is 2.5.
Oh yeah, now you're going to take it back, aren't you?
No, I'm going to use it just to.
Oh, for your disc, for my disc. Yeah, that's what these are for.
Oh, I didn't know you had. Well, I got that. Where's your?
These are the.
That's not fine point.
Oh shoot. No.
A white one.
Here, I have this.
Oh,
one.
here, this will work. Thanks. Yeah, this will work.
How come that popped up? It's supposed to. Yeah. Oh, don't come out. Yeah, it's supposed to come out like that.
No.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, she's got a dripping area.
Oh, yeah.
And she, we're going to leave.
You're welcome.
Way big.
I know.
A little piece. Just a small piece. I put my other piece in. No, not even that.
I gotta tell you.
I put the other piece in with Joe. So
Okay.
She will have her.
That's you. You're welcome.
Flat. Yeah.
So you're gonna make that into a necklace. Probably put a knot there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
This was just
Yeah,
a
yeah,
sample I had and I threw it in.
Yeah, yeah. Not bad for a freehand snowflake.
No. No.
It
And
did
you know what
itself.
would even be pretty is this is what's the stitch? Feather stitch. Doing just across here, across here, across here.
Yeah.
But I like the way you did the oval part here.
That did itself.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did it. It told me. It told me.
It told you.
It said. So I did it.
That's the best.